How many footprints in the sand do you recognize? Do you know those people? Or are they strangers to you? I know most of them because I see them personally. I see things others wouldn't, like the naked lady who was Chinese, who had a beautiful body, who was standing there completely naked, showering in front of all those people and just tucked in the bathroom. I opted not to show you that for her privacy and protection, because she's an innocent and she's from a different culture, and regardless why she did it, it's not my right to exploit that. It's my right to report on it. It's my right to disclose it. And maybe someday I may show some of that at a blurred or a distance. So I haven't decided for, you know, other purposes. But my purpose isn't to exploit anyone except those who are messing with everyone and exploiting them. She is truly gorgeous. Wow. What an angel. I'm waiting for some people to work for me, but they may have been detained on some other matters. There's some very high-level intel. What I can tell Santa Monica PD and LAPD and a lot of people in law enforcement in Southern California, state, local, domestic, is that there are more feds on this beach between the coastline of Mexico to Canada, but especially here in Southern California, where most tourists from around the world end up year-round, and 75 to 80% of all tourists who hit anywhere in Southern California or California also make sure they go to Venice Beach. Meet Uncle Kurt, or go to the Drum Circle, or the original Muscle Beach, or the Burning Man, or any things that go off down there. One thing I warn you, you do not steal from people on that beach like they do in Santa Monica, which has gone completely rogue. Because if you steal from the wrong people, you could play... well, you could become Jimmy Hoffa, let's just say that. And if you're messing with people, abducting young people, stealing IDs and shit down there, and we catch you, if you make it to a federal prison alive, you will never get out alive because of the heinous shit you're doing as crooked cops, snitch bitches, and witches, if you make it there alive. Because there are people there right now ready to get rid of some people who are just not even worth putting through the system, and they will swim their way to China if they can, or nature will take its course. Let me just say, we don't take prisoners at this level, and if somebody's in the way and they're not an asset worth preserving as an example and to make the bigger picture of stopping this shit, stop. Unless they're big names or police or people that are going to get people to wake the fuck up, you probably won't hear about all the disappearances of assholes off this beach. But let me just say, if there's sharks around during the daytime, it's probably because they've been fed at night or in the morning. That is factually true. People in government and with the right organizations just know the rules of the road here, and if they're smart, they adhere to them. If not, they deal with MC4, gangs, or others who enforce humanitarian rights and free will and arts and entertainment, and who are trying to change the world the right ways, and they have to working in very corrupt systems to try and accomplish it. But there are certain places with the shoreliners and friends of mine where if you're even caught dealing anything where they're at, around them, it could get you hurt severely, because you don't deal around these men. They run that fucking beach. And while there's a lot of crooked cops cutting in on the business, and others like El Chapo or other underground operatives who think they can operate on that beach down in Venice like they do in Santa Monica or anywhere else in Los Angeles County, I'm warning you, wake up and smell the coffee and ask around when you're down there, because if you don't get the message, you heard it here first, and you'll learn the hard way. Unfortunately, your odds of survival the wrong way, unless it's in a federal penitentiary getting your ass beaten for an eternity along with people who were aided and embedded you at a high level, you'll be dust in the wind there. I said it. It's not a threat, it's a promise. We don't take prisoners at this level when you're hurting people like that. I don't give a shit if the White House, the Kremlin, Jesus Christ, your God, or whoever's saying do it. Wake the fuck up, because you'll be accountable for the actions of whatever you strap on to hurt another fucker on my beaches. And I did say my beaches, I live here. And when you're fucking with me or my people, I'll Armageddon it for you from history, because we can. And I don't have to even get my hands dirty. Was I even there, Your Honor? And what was I doing? What intel do you have? I've worked on life sentences. I've worked on things that most people would be already dead from or over. I've done things that, you know, even the best in the Jason Bourne Project or MI6 or KGB or the MC4 have done objectively, honestly, and professionally. That's why 13 and Pegasus and Black Panthers and Hells Angels and MAs have Kurt's ass. Because Kurt's always had their ass. I keep my friends close. My acquaintances are a pain in the ass. Most people I know are a pain in the ass. I keep my close friends really close. I keep my money sources even closer. I keep attorneys handy if necessary. I hate that necessary evil. I keep my Black Ops intel people tighter than anybody, because if they don't have my back, they're fucked. Because we have people everywhere, in and out of government, in and out of consulting, in and out of jobs you can't imagine, who work for us globally, and with the right information being disseminated by me or my disappearance or anybody who knows me or any intel that would trigger them, you could find a pandemic situation where money systems could shut down globally, where we can crash your intel, where we can backdoor you and rock your world beyond your worst nightmares. So while you assholes think you push the final buttons, you don't. You may have your fingers there, you may give the orders, but we can always shut you down at any time. You see, we're not at POTUS level. We're not even at UN level. We're above all of that. You're dealing with a team of elite people who are at least Luna, if not Majestic Crypto, or work with people who are and take direct orders, even if they have to die to make it happen, because they know what they get in return. And you may think you killed them, but we have the capabilities in time and dimension and space in parallel universes that you may think you walked away and the body's dead, but you have no idea what came right behind it. And it could be my size 14 shoe shopping you into Kingdom Come. So think twice before you mess with Uncle Kurt or his team, because we make Navy SEALs nervous, and they're motherfuckers. And we have some of them working for us too, who get the word out. You know, we do what it takes, even at expense of self, to preserve humanitarian rights, to preserve this planet and equality and solace, and get rid of the barnacles and leeches who want to fuck it up for everybody. The only one who wins wars are the people who make the bombs and invest in criminal warfare and black markets and weapons destruction. Those are the people who really make money, and they don't die, they just go hide while they watch you all die. Now, Eisenhower did tell us way back in when, 59, to beware of the military complex. If I were you, I'd be worried about more than the military contracts and the contacts and the contracts. I'd be more concerned about the black ops shit you're clueless about unless you do your homework real quick. And we've given you all the keys to the puzzle to sort this shit out, boys and girls. So whoever you are around the world in judgment of me, my entities, or what we stand for, question my integrity, or anything else, really, you should go look in the mirror and compare what you've been doing to what we've documented we are doing empirically with hard evidence all over social media, on YouTube, multiple channels, Twitter, pick your social media, Google Kurt Kelly, Google Live Videoing, Google Disaster Relieving, Kurt Kelly Entertainment, Kurt Kelly Entertainment, Intel, humanitarian companies, Google, or the Phoenix, or CIA, or FBI, or God, or go fuck yourself, or anything you can think of, anything you can't find me with, we either haven't declassified, or you searched it wrong. But you find anything, hey, it could get you some big prizes, and send us the links in the intel to me via text, and email, and voice message. And if we decide you're that bright, and you found a hole in the system, or something someone hacked through and modified, you could be looking at a large sum of healthiness in protection and funding and other stuff because you're being proactive. It's for those idle shits who sit by and wait for everybody else to get it done that are on the highway to hell because they're citizens of this planet, or the reptilians or other people, aliens that come from other places in space, not the ones you think about. If you can imagine it, we've already done it and beyond. This is Extinction 7. Hey, go back and look at my stuff if you give a shit, and if not, go fuck yourself because you're on the highway to hell. You either get with the program and start helping people and help me promote world peace and get off your lazy ass, or you can rent tickets to it, but that's not going to be enough to get you to where you would like to go, whether you killed virgins or slept with them or anything you've done. That's not going to get you to where you need to go from infinity to infinity. So stop jerking yourself off and the people around you about how pompous and good you are and how you're here and everybody else is fucked up, when in fact you're probably one of our bigger problems we need to deal with. Few are going to be saved in this extinction. They say 140,000. People make up bullshit numbers. Let me just say, I know that intel cold, and I'm not coming back for round 8. And if you guys want to fuck this up royally, you can, or I can fuck it up with Armageddon from anywhere in any galaxy at any time with a voice command. I don't even have to be in this universe for it to happen. And believe me, before 9/19/19, I'm already scheduled to be off this planet long before that and somewhere else. Go finger. I don't need to stay here and watch you kill each other. I've been watching that for centuries and incarnations and generations, not just on this planet, but on the other ones they haven't told you the truth about in this galaxy, and the ones they intend to start fucking up in the next galaxy. There's 7 that never a straight answer. NASA hasn't told you about that they warp time and morphing and Aurora Borealis and blah 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 blah. A lot of classified information I shouldn't even be talking about per them. Go fuck yourself. Let's just say they've been to that other dimension of sight and sound. They know what this dark thing is through the Hubble telescope that they keep saying is a big spaceship or a dark hole getting bigger than Jupiter. If you research it, you can find out what it truly is. You're seeing your future in real time. Because if you don't pull your heads out of your ass, you will make this be sealed as the dark abyss. And you can wail into infinity in the time capsule you'll be sealed in. Because we're never going to let free will run this insane again where you think you're God or the Creator or Allah or Jesus or Buddha or whoever the fuck you tell me you are. Because you're not. And I'm tired of swallowing your horseshit just to hear how much you'll psychobabble about shit that you shouldn't have talked about in the first place. And you out yourself. So smell the breeze. Get a brie. And some cheese. And some herbs. And purify your mind for a few minutes while you do some homework on what I've talked about for generations. Who am I? I'm Kurt Kelly. I'm Edward James. I'm Joseph Corona. I'm whoever I need to be to get the job done. I'm the voice of God. I'm go fuck yourself. I'm going to hell. Ask Volo. Fuck you hard. Dear friend of so many years who I'm not even going to publicly disgrace you any more than I already have, you piece of shit. You already know you're going to hell in your heart. And you're dying a slow, miserable death. But you did it to yourself. Because you're a piece of shit. I had your back. I'm the guy who opened the doors for you at stations and networks you couldn't get into. And then you fucking bent me over, brother. Oh, dude, you have only begun to see your hell on earth. Along with the other people you conspired with against me when I was in Texas and other places in the world that made my life absolutely apeshit nuts miserable because you wanted to control how I was to act. And I thought I should get therapy. I think you need more than therapy, bitch. You need to take a long, cold look in the mirror. Because at the end of time, you're still gonna have to deal with me, bitches. Whether you like it or not. I told you from day one what I was about. Were you listening or psychobabbling or self-obsessed? That's on you. Because if you met me, shook my hand, done business with me, you know I'm the straightest shooter you'll ever fucking meet, to the point it makes a lot of people miserably uncomfortable. I won't cover for your mistakes or your dumbness. I won't take the hit for your bullshit, and if you set me up on it, odds are I'm going to get off walk and I'm still going to come back and fuck you over. I'm the one guy who would have taken a bullet for you had you always been honest and never lied about anything. But the fact you fucked me over privately, personally, professionally, or otherwise, or ripped me off in any way, shape, or form, I don't give a shit if it was fucking wooden nickels. If you haven't made amends by the time it's your end of time, you're going straight to hell. Fuck your ancestors. Fuck anything you did that was good in life. I don't give a shit if you were good all the rest of the time in life. If you fucked with me and I told you not to, you're going to hell. I'll guarantee it. You can motherfucking bank on it. By the time you see this, I won't even be where the GPS tells you I'm at right now. I'll be so long gone, you'll have to figure it out. Go figure it yourself. Jason Bourne is what you need to worry about. The Phoenix in the final chapters of the Armageddon as it rises again. That's what you should be concerned about, because that's more real than any of the bullshit you've been pushing for centuries. So go figure yourself to death.